Okay, so it's Wednesday, August 18th. It's about, I want to say about 8:30, 8:45 in the morning. High tide is until 10:22. It's about a 5 feet high tide, but I'm not coming out to really catch. I just wanted some mental therapy downtime. So I'm just going to take about 10 to 12 casts and then call it a day. Energy is in the 600 range, so this is higher than what I've been at for the last 5 or 6 trips, and swells were supposed to be 6 feet. So there's a lot of crashing waves right here. I'm going to go back to the trees for a little bit, and again, I'm just here for about 10 casts, so I'm just going to go to the hot spot. Seaweed that's been washed up, but look at all those mussels. I could use them for bait, but I think everybody knows I'm too lazy to use real bait, and I don't have spider thread anyway. But man, there's a ton of seaweed that's washed up on the shoreline right here. Levels being close to 700 today. I'm gonna just play a little bit back just to stay safe, because like I said, I haven't been this kind of force in a while, so I have a tendency to misjudge things and be a little too risky. First cast. It's kind of shallow though from what I see. Even though there's 6-foot swells and the waves are here, it looks pretty shallow. I'm short of the tree, so I'm going to start making my way north. 15 minutes, my first cast. I can tell you already that I don't really care if I catch today. Just standing in the water is so pleasant, it's so nice. And the wind actually died down, so now there's no wind. But today's one of those days I don't mind if I don't catch or get any action. Drift today, left or right to left, but when the current brings the waves in, it's pushing my weight towards me, so it's coming in pretty quick. So I'm going to rebend the legs because it's not staying out there as long as I would like. So besides a lot of the seaweed on the shore, it's still a lot there. There's a lot in the ocean. I'm getting fouled just about every time I cast. Energy is definitely a lot higher than my last 5 or 6 trips. And you can see I'm not even standing in the water anymore. Again, I don't want to go down, so it's just not worth the risk for me to go out further, because I'm just here for some therapy time. Okay, so after being in the water, I can tell you the energy level is really high compared to my last 5 or 6 trips, and that's the reason why I'm now standing way up the beach. I'm not even standing in the water. There's some pretty gnarly swells that come in every once in a while. And again, since I'm not here really to catch, I'm just here for some therapy time. I'm not willing to take the risk and go down. It's not worth getting wet today for. So anyway, I'm going to keep working my way north. This is cast 5 or 6. No action. It's really shallow from what I see though. And again, I'm way before high tide. I wasn't really concerned about coming back today at the high tide, or at the right tide, I should say. I was more interested in just getting, like I say, some fresh air. So 4 or 5 more casts and I'm going to call it. So the other thing you got to be careful about is when the waves come up, they actually drag these bits of seaweed down. So I've already got my feet tangled in like 3 times. So anyway, you just got to be careful about it wrapping around your feet and then getting tangled trying to walk and then fall down. So I'm going to start working my way back to the parking lot. Oh, looks like someone else showed up, but I'm about I made it about halfway to the trees and the houses. No bites, no action at all. I've been here about 15-20 minutes maybe. Cast number 10, and then I'm gonna go talk to whoever that is, see how they're doing, and then I'm gonna bag it. Been here about 20-25 minutes. Like I say, this is cast 10. I've had 0 action. It's pretty shallow, and I'm getting seaweed every cast, so it's kind of a drag having to clear seaweed after every cast. I don't think I've ever met this gentleman before. Hi, how are you? Pretty good. You belong to the Oregon Perch Club?
Yes, I do.
I'm Jay Kim.
Oh, okay.
What's your name?
Jeff Cross. Glad to meet you.
Jeff Cross?
Cross.
K-R, Cross,
No.
C-R-O-S-S.
Yes.
Like Christopher.
Yeah.
You get any bites?
I haven't. I think I did the first time with the sand crab.
Oh, yeah.
I only got 2-ounce lead. I think I need a little heavier.
They're in the back of my backpack. See the Velcro flap?
Yeah.
Look in there. There should be weights in there.
Yeah.
See if you, so there's spiders and claws. Yeah, so
4 ounce? Is that what you were using?
I'm using 3s.
Oh,
I don't know if, do I have 3s in there?
You might.
I try, yeah.
Yeah, you got 3.
Okay, take a 3. If you got 2, take 2 3s. You can take the 4 as well if you want.
No.
Then why don't you take some worms?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're all gone up behind the sign. I'm getting seaweed every cast.
Yeah.
Are you?
So you're not getting any bites?
No, I've only been here like 25 minutes.
Okay.
I only came to get some fresh air.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving.
Okay.
But 10 casts, no bites. I went as far halfway between the trees and the houses, but high tide's not till 10:30.
I know it.
So I've done best. Yeah, I've done the best at high tide, right around there.
Right.
Okay, and then right around this area too.
Okay.
But there's a, man, I tell you, there's a lot of seaweed. I don't understand where all the seaweed came from.
I know.
But every cast I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to get worse as this stuff gets washed in.
Yeah. I know.
So
Yeah.
where are you from?
I'm from, well, I just sold my house in Gresham, Oregon.
Oh, that's where my aunt lives. Yeah.
It's been since the pandemic that I've even been out fishing.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm kind of relearning it all.
Yeah, no, it's always refreshing to be out here.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too. I hope you I wish you some luck.
Yeah.
But see if you can make it to high tide. It's still 2 hours away though.
I know. Well,
I just came out for some fresh air.
well, yeah, and since I haven't been doing it, my sea legs might get me.
Yeah, also be careful because the swells are pretty nasty today.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't think the forecast didn't say that.
It was about six foot swells at about, I don't know if you know anything about swell energy level.
Yeah.
So it was about 700 today. And I've been coming at 250, 300. So it was a lot different today. Yeah. Hey, nice meeting you. First name again? Jeff Cross.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. Nice meeting you. Jay. Yeah, just like the letter.
Okay.
All right, like see that? Look at all that seaweed.
Yeah.
That's one of the other reasons I'm packing it up.
You do nothing but worms?
I do nothing but worms because I'm really lazy.
Yeah,
I know that sand shrimp and mole crab and clam necks, they catch more fish.
Right.
I'm just too lazy. You got spider thread?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I tried it one time,
Yeah.
or actually 2 times. It's just a lot of work. Oh, and you should crab at the Siletz Bay too.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever done?
I clam.
But not crab.
No.
So you know where Moe's is?
Yeah.
So right behind Moe's, if you use castable crab nets, you'll see those guys down there.
Yeah. They catch quite a few.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
High slack tide though only. Right? Don't. Well, the local told me if there's a small swing between high and low, that it's still good crabbing all the way through. My experience has always been at high tide.
Or high tide. High tide that's flat?
Hour before, hour after. This is Moolock.
Oh, okay.
This is just the upper end of Moolock, but it goes all the way down the lighthouse. In fact, a lot of guys will fish down at that cliff and do pretty well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a hotel parking lot that you can park at, and then there's a path between the bushes.
Got it.
So, is that, yeah, I know.
So they are in here.
They are in here. So I'm talking to Jeff. I'm pulling in all the seaweed. I know. But
do you ever catch anything?
Nothing big.
Black bass or anything like that?
I've caught a striped bass out here.
Yeah.
Caught a salmon out here.
Oh.
Yeah, but the striped bass was 12 inches, and the salmon was again like 14 inches.
Yeah.
But I gulp sandworm, so you just don't expect it.
Right.
Yeah. Caught a 7-inch crab out of here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so as I was talking with Jeff, I had my rig out there for a long time. And then I got a bunch of seaweed, but I also got this little flounder. I don't know if you can see it. But, whoa. So I guess at least I didn't get skunked today, I guess. Monster catch. You alive, dude? Let's go put him back. Let's see if he lives. Hopefully he'll live. I didn't have him out that long. Oh yeah, there he goes. Well, you're swimming the wrong way. Oh, there he goes. He's still swimming the wrong way. Maybe they have an instinct to swim upstream. Okay, so anyway, that was a very pleasant ending. Got to talk to Jeff. Got a small flounder, so I can officially say I didn't get skunked. Got my 10 casts in. And so, Been here about 20-25 minutes. Got in 10 casts. That last cast, it was sitting down there for a long time because I was just sitting there talking to Jeff, and I probably had 10 pounds of seaweed along with that flounder. So no action. Didn't even feel the flounder hit. So no bites as far as I'm concerned. All right, so that was a very pleasant ending. Got to meet fellow member Jeff Cross. Got to give him a couple of club weights and worms, so that was awesome. So I got 10 casts in. I'm guessing I'd been here about 20-25 minutes, and as you can see, I'm getting seaweed, or I was getting seaweed on every cast. Had no bites. At the very end, I let my rig sit down there like probably 3 or 4 or 5 minutes because I was talking with Jeff, and that's when my line loaded up with seaweed and got my one flounder. So at least it wasn't a skunk, but it was really nice to be able to talk to Jeff and just give out some free stuff to him. All right, that's it for today. No action, but man, what a therapeutic time it was for me, and just standing in the ocean, and man, what a way to spend an early morning. I'm really lucky to be living on the coast. All right, that's it for me until my next trip.